Hey everyone, Sean O'Leary here with the O'Leary Brothers team at Lead Realty. Thanks for joining us on this new video where we're going to take you through some of the things that you need to know when buying a house here on the Emerald Coast. So stick around. So as you might have heard, the Emerald Coast is a sprawling, beautiful beach town with many awesome places that you can make home. Now, with every place, there's some ups, there's some downs, and being local here for the last 7 years, we're gonna enlighten you on some of the things that you can look forward to and some of the things to watch out for if you're looking to make a move down to the Emerald Coast. So one of the great things about the Emerald Coast is there's a place for everyone here. Whether you're looking for a multi-million-dollar property on the beach, or if you're looking for a place with a bit more land in the woods, there's always a place for you and there's a price for you as well. So for example, if you're looking for something closer to the beach, obviously the prices are gonna start peaking up. However, where we're at, which is Shalimar, where I currently live, we are about 10 minutes from the beach, and you can expect to see prices anywhere from some fixer-uppers in the high 200s, or something that's move-in ready in the 3s to the 4s or even the 5s. If you move further up the coast a little bit, around the bay, you're gonna find a really cool place called Niceville. You're kind of smack dab in between jumping over the bridge into Destin, while still being able to be in a wooded friendly neighborhood environment where you're not overrun by traffic. So that's a really cool place as well. Or if you're looking for something extravagant, you can mosey on down to Destin, or something a little bit more secluded where a lot of people are headed to is the 30A area. That's gonna include places like Grayton Beach, Seacrest, Watercolor. Those are very exclusive, very high-end properties, but beautiful areas to travel and vacation. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, if you travel up 85, you're gonna hit a place called Crestview, Defuniak Springs. Those are about an hour away from the beach. But what you're gonna find is you're gonna have opportunities to locate houses that sit on a lot more land. You're a little bit more secluded if you're into that. And prices tend to be a little bit more affordable, where you can still find houses under $200,000, or you can find a sprawling ranchette that can be 10 acres or more and have a place that's still around 600,000. So you have options down here, and it's something that when you are planning your move down here, you can definitely find the place that you're looking for. Secondly, okay, if you don't know this by now, my brother and I are both from California. Now, everybody that I've met here is always scared of the earthquakes in California. Now, I can tell you, living there for half my life, they're not as bad as they seem. The difference is people that are coming from those areas that are looking to transfer to Florida are concerned with hurricanes. Now, I can tell you, we've been through a few hurricanes while we've been here. They are terrifying. However, the great thing is that most of the Emerald Coast is about 20 feet plus over the flood zone. So most houses here are actually not in a flood zone, which is great because flooding that can come with hurricanes is actually what causes most of the damage that you see on the news when a hurricane hits. So most of the houses are protected from flooding, which is great. That means you don't need flood insurance, which is gonna save you some money. And a lot of the houses now are built with great building codes that can protect your home from the wind forces that can come from a hurricane. So sticking on the topic of hurricanes, some of these new builds are pretty incredibly built. So for an example, during the last major hurricane that hit the Emerald Coast here, which was Michael, about 3-4 years ago now, we had a property that was a new build. And I had went down there and checked on it the day after it had hit. And I have to tell you, I was pretty impressed. The only thing that had happened to it was there was an outdoor fan and the wind was blowing so fast, the fan blades flew off, but everything else was in prime condition. So if that's not a testament to how some of these building codes have increased over the last couple decades, need not fear. Hurricanes are not something that you should fear if you're planning on moving down to the Emerald Coast. The next thing you need to know when looking at a property down here is, what are your goals? Are you looking to move down here full time and buy a primary residence? Is this gonna be a secondary home for you? Or if you're looking to invest down here, so if you're an investor, Some of the great things that we have to offer down here are the condos. There's a lot of approved condos that you are allowed to do short-term rentals, whether it be on Airbnb, VRBO, or if you're just trying to hire a management company. There's a lot of high producing properties for short-term rentals down here. On the contrary, if you are looking to purchase a primary residence in some of these condos or areas, there's certain areas down here that do not allow short-term rentals. There's some condos that if the majority of the people are doing short-term rentals in the building, there's a lot of banks that will not loan you money to buy a primary residence in that building. Those are called condo tels, and your lender should be able to direct you in those positions, as well as us as agents can show you which are able to do short-term and which aren't. The really cool thing to consider if you are treating this as a secondary home that you can also rent out while you're not there, you can qualify for a home down here with more competitive interest rates if you are buying a secondary home. The only thing that you need to do is spend at least 14 days out of the year in said home to qualify as a secondary home. And in the rest of the time, you can be using Airbnb or any kind of rental program to rent your property out to help offset some of those costs. So that's a really cool thing to do, and a lot of people down here do that. As of recent, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have introduced new guidelines in regards to secondary homes. What you're gonna see is there's now some upfront fees if you are closing on a property after April 1. So talk to your lenders. If you're considering buying a secondary home, you might be paying a little bit more upfront for that loan program. The Fed has also recently talked about raising interest rates throughout the year 2022. So as you may know, along with rising interest rates tends to slow the market down, which leads to prices coming down a bit. So if you're in the mindset that you may want to sell your home, now might be a good opportunity to put your house on the market while prices are still way up there. Alternatively, if you're looking to buy a home and you're right on the edge of what you may or may not be able to afford, rising interest rates might put you in a harder position. So if you're on the market looking to buy, now might be a pretty good opportunity to give us a call and find you that home before rates start creeping up. So that wraps up things that you should be looking out for when moving down to the Emerald Coast. We're happy to have you. Give us a call, shoot us a text anytime. We're here to help. We'll be leaving our information right here. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.